welcome to the end of season Edinburgh Capitals party with CapsTv. It is a bit of a party, isn't it?
Yeah.
Party atmosphere. We have Captain Fantastic, no need for introduction, but Martin Cingel right here. Well,
thank you. Hi.
Captain Fantastic, what a season Edinburgh Capitals have had. Did you think starting in September last year that you and your team would beat every team in the league once or twice?
Obviously, you need to have a high expectations, before every season. But if you look at the rosters, teams like Belfast, Nottingham, Sheffield, you would say it's gonna be a tough task. But credit to the guys, credit to the team. We beat every single team in this year. We played really well. I think guys deserve everything what they deserve this year, and hopefully we've seen the fans how they appreciate everything what we've done this year. So it was fantastic for us.
Perfect. What do you think's different this season to other seasons? What's been the key kind of thing that's really kind of spurted the enthusiasm and the desire to win there? What's been the key?
I think if I look back at the season, I think the key factor this year was a team, like chemistry in a team. I think we had a great bunch of guys in the changing room. It was fun there. I think everybody played for each other. That was a key. And obviously we had really skilled guys on the team. You can't win just with the fun on the team. So I think if I go through every single line, I have to say, since December, when obviously Curtis Weber and Brent Pathry joined us, since then we were rolling 3 lines, and it made big difference. And since that, if I'm correct, till December 1st we had 9 points. After that, it was just rolling every weekend. We were taking points from other teams, and it was fantastic again, as I say.
What did it feel like to take points away from the elite league leaders, Nottingham Panthers, that night down in Nottingham?
It's always it's a great feeling. I wonder.
It wasn't expected. Their fans didn't turn up to a Caps game and
exactly
think they were walking out losing.
I think no one expected anything than 2 points for Nottingham.
Yeah.
I think we lost their 10-0 before, so obviously everybody thought it's gonna be just easy walk, in the park for Nottingham, but we proved them wrong, and it was fantastic. I know that guys like Richard or René never won there before, so I've seen smiles on the faces, and it was great to see that. And obviously when we finished that game, we fully deserved 2 points, so it was a great feeling in the changing room.
Definitely. What's your working relationship like with Richard Hartman? How do you guys kind of, work out, back in the dressing room and out on the ice? What happens between you guys?
I think obviously we are 2 oldest guys on the team. I know Richard when he was 14 or 15. We played together juniors for almost 2 years. Then our roads basically split up, and he went his way, I went my way. So when we joined together again, in Edinburgh, how to say that?
Did you guys remember each other from back then?
Of course, hockey players like an elephant, they remember.
You never forget.
Yeah, exactly.
You never forget.
You always remember everything, So Richard, I think he's doing a fantastic job, and he did a fantastic job this season with the recruiting. With the way he lead the team, with the way he set up all lines and everything, how he tried, to push guys, even when we were sometimes losing, he never gave up, and it paid off. If you look at the back, I think, he did a fantastic job this season.
Yeah. Now, taking role as captain once again this season, it must be a fairly easy role when results are going your way, but I suppose the captain steps up when the results aren't particularly nice. What do you do as the captain in the dressing room to kind of motivate, change things around?
Of course, because I'm a captain, I got sometimes now different responsibility for a team. So as you mentioned, when results doesn't go our way, we need to change something. So obviously we're trying to bring a fun, into the changing room, because sometimes, it's like every other work, you're stuck with the same people for almost 8 months, in the one changing room. So you're trying to bring some fun, change something, just to make a little bit spark, and when we win, show the guys, how we appreciate, they work hard, weekend at the weekend, and we won those games. So I think it's, Richard is there to basically, be in charge of all hockey things. I'm trying to be, help him out with the stuff like off the ice. If we have a, for example, meal with a guy, guys going for a dinner or something like that, rugby games, trying to make it, more comfortable for guys who are, for example, imports, because obviously they're new over here and they don't know anything, what's happening, how it goes.
Show them the ropes.
Exactly, I'm trying to help them out, that way. And I think, that's how it's supposed to be, even Scottish guys, they will step in, they will take them for a football game, obviously, it's a different culture. So just trying to introduce them to the fans and, to the city.
Absolutely. When you look back on 2012, 2013, what's the one moment or, game that sticks in your head and go, oh, that was the key moment in the season?
I think it's hard to pick just the one game. I think for us, the turning point of the season was when Curtis and Brent came over and they settled in properly in day one. Curtis, he joined the first line with Rene and Richard, and it was fantastic to see these guys, clicking from a day one.
Yeah.
Same happened with Brent. Brent joined Michael Benanik on the blue line second line, and again it clicked right away. And that second line, started to produce, goals and points. So I think that was a turning point, and it gave us the option to play Marcy Zembergs and Jade Portwood on a third line, which gives us a strength, and we could roll 3 lines. I think that moment we start to, roll a team, pick up the points, and that was a point when we started to basically, play the hockey we wanted.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tell me, what's the one rink that you hate playing in?
Well, it must be 5.
Has to be.
Obviously, just the yellow lighting,
Yellow lighting.
exactly,
Makes you look yellow.
bad ice,
Makes you look like the
obviously,
Simpsons.
cold ice rink, it just must be 5.
Has to be.
Exactly.
Which team do you love playing against?
I think for me it must be Belfast Giants.
Really?
Oh yeah, I like to beat Dougie.
We love to beat Dougie. Oh, that's
No,
amazing.
it just with the Belfast, it's, I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky, but I always probably scored, in the last 10 minutes against the Belfast winning goal. So it was always sweet, to beat them. Even when Doug was over here and he was our coach, I remember.
It's not a Doug Christian.
It's not just a Doug Christian thing, obviously.
It makes it feel a bit better.
Yeah, we beat them. I think 2 in the last 2 minutes, and that basically cost them a title. It goes way back, so it must be Belfast Giants. It's always sweet to beat such a big team.
Absolutely, no, definitely. Do you have a message for the Edinburgh Capitals fans?
Obviously, I would like to thank every single fan who supported us this year. I would like to thank my sponsor, Bracken Inns, Kenny McLean. Very appreciate his help, this year for me. And I'm looking forward for the next season. I don't know if I'm gonna be here or not, but hopefully it's gonna be a fantastic season as this was this one. And I wish all the Caps fans, fantastic summer.
Absolutely. How many seasons do you have left in you, Singy?
25.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
Those knees will hold up.
Exactly.
Exactly. One last question. Tell me, do you sing Single Bells on Christmas Day? Or do you do the Jingle Bells?
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Has to be Single Bells.
Well, we
all the
tried,
way.
but my kids doesn't know a word, so I need to teach them.
Single bells.
Come on.
How good is it when the fans chant your song?
Oh, it's a great feeling, obviously. I think we create a special bond, between each other. And it's, I appreciate it, obviously, sometimes when you lose the games, you feel down. But when you win the games and you see, people, singing that song and, it makes you happy and they're smiling, clapping, what can you say? Just the best fans in the league.
Absolutely. Let's end on that perfect note. Thank you very much, Captain Cingel. Take care.
You're welcome.